So firstly, what I want to do is we did a concert last year for a dear friend of ours called Mr. John Pekovic. And so I'd like to give everyone who performed that gig a DVD. And anyone who doesn't get one while $20, it goes to the profile and Mark Whitehouse. As you know, a lot of you have been interviewed on the profile. I hope you enjoyed your experience. And I hope it's watching it. Voice is not out yet, Joey. We've had 7,000 hours of viewing the profile. So there are a lot of really interested people, which is 420,000 minutes for anyone who can't add.
Seconds? Tipping doing some something.
60 times that.
About 2,800,000 minutes.
Seconds? Mostly in eternity.
So, Steve Essex.
Thanks, Steve.
Peter Borg. Plants here? No. Okay. Renzo, I've seen Renzo. Where are you? There he is. Richard Roberts. Is he any relation to Joey Roberts? Ian Falk.
I'm the youngest. I'd like to thank Krishna.
Greg Keenan, not here. Dave Cook. Stephanie Montoya, not here. Okay, Slim Jim, not here. Paul Reynolds, not here. Where are they all? Johnny Gray, DJ.
Probably all doing gigs.
Simply Whittle.
Yep.
He left. Give it to John Collins. Okay. Dave Hole, not here. John Meyer. Steve Gard.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, mate. Thanks for all your work.
Jamie Page. Graham Green. Not here. Is he?
That's great.
Lindsay Wells. Mick Glendinning. Paul Ewing. John Morrill. Frank Genovese. Donna Green. Okay, what about Sarah Conan? I think that's about it. Sorry. Anyone else that I didn't mention?
Gary Downey.
So we actually filmed it with a guy called Phil Shawn, who you all know. Profile. Phil can't be here tonight. How's he doing? An operation. He's going all right. Yeah. So with this, we raised $7,000 from the gig. So thanks to everyone for that. We actually raised another 26 grand through GoFundMe, through some various funds. That all went to Pecco's family and to Pecco. So thanks to everyone. It's been a really interesting thing for myself, but you know, there's a lot of really good stories and they're all intertwined and everyone somehow or another is intertwined with each other, and the stories just keep intertwining. And one special mention I want to make is when I interviewed John Webster. When I interviewed John Webster, I asked him about, like I do with everyone, about partners and kids. And he came out and said, "Gary, I'm gay, didn't you know?" So I sort of felt like I stuck my foot in my mouth. John came up to me tonight and said that was his chance to come out, and that he's been a different person since then. And so thank you for sharing that.
If I may interrupt, let's have 3 cheers for Gary who did the interview.
Thank you, don't worry about me, I just do what Al tells me to do.
British Rail.
A couple of people I want to mention, and you're all legends here tonight, we're all part of the industry, and I thank you for being here. It's great that you've all come. So DVD available for $20. It's a great DVD, it's about 3 hours on there. We've also got to mention Des Joes. Des Joes is here, he's been a legend of our industry. How are you, Des?
Just thinking about you.
Des called Behind the Iron Curtain, where you can learn how he fucked up in excess. There's the big there if you want to grab the book. Also, there's Pub Legends Volume 1 and Volume 2. I'm not trying to sell anything. If you're interested in buying, this is great music on these. They're about 10 bucks each over the moment. Do yourself a favour and grab one of those. I want to make special mention of John Goldsmith as well. Cosmic Sound has been supporting all of us. Next year is Cosmic's 50th anniversary. Well done, mate. And John's inviting us all on his yacht.
We all paid for. Which will fly to
I'm sure you'll be doing something next year.
we'll get to the big car park.
So, for everyone who performed at Pecco's gig and everyone else who performed at all the Pub Legends gigs, and I know if you haven't been recognised tonight, but you're all veterans. Thank you for that. Profile, Mark Whitehouse, Alan Simpson and Phil Strawn, Bob Maher, venture next to the point called the Embargo. Bob's been in the industry, as you all know, we've all worked for him. He's whipped us all off at different times. So Bob can't be here tonight. He hasn't got any money left apparently. But no, so Bob's still going, opening pubs and still trying to support the industry, which I think is a really good thing because we're losing gigs everywhere, aren't we? So, yeah. There's a guy called Tony Bonieri, who some of you may know, he's in hospital, so it's here a special call for Tony. His operation's next week. Thanks for that information, Al. And yeah, so I'm going to hand you over to the one and only Mr. Alan Simpson. So thanks very much.
Since doing this series we've done, I think we're up to about 87 people to interview. And it's just up closer. And the thing I find is that everyone's getting older.
He's a genius.
And recently I've had my run-ins with a WAM, which is supposed to be for West Australia. And I think everyone in this room probably feels they're not part of WAM, and I think it's all our own fault for not being part of it. They do what they do for anyone who wants to get involved. So I've been critical of this guy, Mike Harrison. You know, he's not a bad guy, but he needs to learn about us. And I encourage each and every one of you to try and join up in WAM. If you don't join, you know, you can't complain if you're not contributing in any way at all. Last year I went to get on the board to see if I could represent, you know, the older established guys. Dennis, you were on there once, weren't you? I think you gave me some good advice and said don't waste your fucking time. But the thing is, the mental health thing is going to really start kicking in with health in all different ways. Recently we had a good story with Jim Ross, Jim's not here tonight, but his good friend Alan Peters, and I never knew Alan, I met a lot of people that I knew of in the industry, but never really got to know you because we're always working the same nights as everyone. You see it in the pictures, but no one ever gets to say hello or talk. So I met a lot of people through the stuff profile, and Alan Peters was one. And he's a really good guy. All those who do know Peters, he's a top guy. Anyway, he sent me an email because he's a very close friend of Jim Rossiter. And Jim has been struggling of late. You know, including medication. He's in a bit of a state housing thing, and you know, it's a bit embarrassing for Jim, but he does really, really well with what he's got to work with. Anyway, he started writing songs again. Jim's a very prolific songwriter, and he writes these crazy songs, and he used to get a lot of you guys to go around his house and sing and perform and do things with him. Anyway, he started doing it again, and his crapped out old computer packed up, and he lost it all. He started writing songs. So I sent an email out to quite a few people, and a lot of you responded and said, look, you know, whatever you want to do, how can we do this? But then, well, Tim was one. Tim had something that wasn't connected to what Jim had. But Gary Peters, Gary's a photographer, his daughter had an old Mac laptop she wasn't using. So she gave it. And so the ability to give him that old sucky laptop, he's been able to finish off his albums. I rang him the other day and I said, are you coming down? He goes, oh, I'll try. I'm at the hospital, I can't be monitored. Shit, what's wrong with it? He said, no, I'm just changing my medication and you've got to watch my heart. So of course, he said, but I've been really busy. And I asked him, what have you been doing? And he goes, I've finished off the album. So he's happy. He's actually got people going around his house again. They're all communicating with, they're all performing, he's doing songs in his album. You know, and that's the power of just everyone knowing what everyone's doing. So I think the value is, as you get older, I think everyone should try and be associated with something. I think the sense of not being involved in plans. I think that they can do a lot for us. If you're a body of people that he can represent us as well as the youth today, he can then go to the government, because there's no government's going to try to check out and slide that across to you and say, there you go boys, I'm looking after you. They'll only give it to a big company, and WAM is the only one they're going to give it to. So if we all get involved with it, we represent an older body of people. As you get older, as people like Jim do get yourselves into trouble, WAM hopefully will be able to get some money on our behalf through the health department, which is an avenue they haven't tapped into before. So look into it. I'll try and get on board again this year and see if I can waste my time again. But yeah, it's all little steps, and I think that the longer it goes, the older we get, the less we care, the worse it's going to be. So it's good that everyone turned up tonight. It was great. The Petco gig, I mean, the amount of people that I rang that wanted to do something, everyone wanted to help. You can only fit so many people on stage. So it was a good thing for John. You know, we saw him at the end, and the death came very quickly. We haven't sort of had a chance to see each other since his death, except at the funeral, of course. And it was great to see him on it. He was absolutely chuffed up when that happened. There was another good story. Greg Keamy was involved with Toyota. When we interviewed John, he said, is there any unfulfilled ambitions? And he said at the time, this was before anyone knew he had cancer, we knew when we filmed it, but he didn't want to talk about it. He had a tear in his eye and he said, oh, I'd really love to take my son to the grand final. So we joked it off saying, well, who do you think's going to play? And so I took note of that, and I thought, well, if we could get John to the grand final, it would be fantastic. So I know that Greg is heavily involved with Toyota. I know Toyota are a major sponsor of the A3. And I rang Greg and said, mate, I'm asking a lot, but if you don't ask, you don't get. He said, leave it with me. So about 6 weeks later, Greg rang up and said, I've got the tickets. So Pedgo and his son Luke, we're going to go to the grand final. And Sandra Brennan, she's not here tonight, but what she did was she does a lot of tours and things, and so she was able to get him the penthouse suite across the road from the MTG. We told him, he was absolutely stoked. He cried a bit, a bit emotional, but he never lasted to get to the game. But he knew that there was that many people out there that cared enough about him, and I think he left in a very happy way, knowing that people that he loved and cared about in the industry.
Elvis, Al.
Eh?
Nothing Elvis, and didn't like Elvis.
Oh, he didn't like Elvis that much. Yeah, you'll see him on the DVD. So the DVD is really good. Mark turned up, and filmed it all. The camera works really good. The lights, Ricky and Sarah, fantastic. The lights were really, really good, and that was thanks to and the lights are fantastic. So I encourage you all to buy it. It's a great history piece. You'll see everyone you know. It's just a snapshot. You'll see a lot of footage of Pedgo backstage, talking to people. You'll see him on the side of the stage when his heroes went to there was Worrell and who was there, there was John Meyer and there were Dave Hall, Rick Whittle, all these guys were, that was his idol band. And he had a tear in his eye when he was watching that. It meant a lot to him. And anyway, it's on there. These CDs are good too. We're going to try and, it's good to have history. Forget streaming stuff and Spotify, that's what's ruining the industry. You all wonder why you're not working. It's because Spotify. Just think of it like this. You pay $10 a month to watch Spotify, have Spotify. Only 1 million people in this country that have Spotify. That's $10 million a month going to some guy who organised to be able to have all the music listened to for free. Right? So that's 10 million a month if only 1 million people decide in this country, I want to have Spotify. Right? That's why there's no CD shops, that's why there's no recording studios, that's why Mark's company is, everyone's struggling. Right? So if you get a chance to buy a CD, buy it. Right?
Just one person on the top. Whitey! Whitey!